What's up everyone, we've got an early look at Age of Empires 4 and got a 1v1 match between some high-level players here in the blue. Playing as the Roos, this is NyanRacingCat. You may have seen him in the beta tournament. And on the other side, we've got GiveUAnxiety. Now, you gotta know who he is. He's playing the Delhi Sultanate. He's an Age of Empires 3 streamer. You may also know him as a Mark from the developer show matches, so that is him. And he's already researching wheelbarrow and the survival techniques. Now, the special thing about Delhi Sultanate is that they get their upgrades for free. They research very, very slowly, but so long as you build a mosque and there is a scholar garrisoned within, that is sped up significantly, especially if you make more scholars. So he's got the wheelbarrow and the survival techniques upgrade. He's got the forestry upgrade on the way, and he's also researching the mosque upgrades, which are basically all scholar improvements. He's got efficient production, which allows these guys to garrison into military buildings. He's got herbal medicine, which makes him heal faster. He's got piety, which gives him more health, and he's got sanctity, which allows them to capture the sacred sites. Sacred sites will also generate gold, and this tech makes him do it faster. Now, NyanRacingCat has got nothing like that going for him, but his civ is pretty loaded as well. First off, he's got the hunting cabin, which helps him generate some resources if he's right next to gold. Sorry, it's generating gold. It's right next to wood, which makes it generate gold. Based on the number of nearby trees. So over time, that becomes irrelevant. But anyway, he's got Scout, Killing Hunt as well, for which the Roos actually get gold. It's insane. Look at that. He doesn't even need anybody. He doesn't need anybody on gold with that. When he kills sheep, he gets gold. I think he didn't get anything for the wolf kill. However, that is not an animal you eat apparently in this game. Researches are underway, and GiveUAnxiety is switching to gold mining. So he's got 3 villagers on that. Also, the Delhi Sultanate actually benefits from a 25% increased berry bush gather rate, in case you were wondering why he's not on sheep. What else is going on? So Nyan is typically going to want to make a lot of scouts, as, like I said, the hunting cabin actually can do that for him, so he doesn't need to sacrifice villager training time here. He's got... Is that? How many is that, man? That is 4 different scouts. Epic. He's just going around the map, killing them all. And if he can get the technology for picking them up, the professional scouts, it's pretty expensive, of course, but if he can get that, he can go a really long way with that. Now, let's see what he's gonna do for his H2 advanced building, the landmark. It's just a Kremlin. This is just a wooden fortress that you get for the age up here. As for GiveUAnxiety, he's going with the Dome of the Faith, so this is gonna allow him to make scholars cheaper. Now, the other options would have been for GiveUAnxiety to go with the, what's it called again? It's the Dome of... No, this is Dome of Faith. Tower of Victory, which gives him a faster attack speed for infantry and archery units. But if he goes for cavalry, like most Delhi players do, that is not gonna be a thing. Anyway, Nyan is going to the base here, going after the villagers with scouts. 3 scouts or 2 vills, I like his chances. GiveUAnxiety has to pull off gold here. But then again, you can't stick in TC firing range either. Whoops. Sorry for the camera mess up there. And the other option for NyanRacingCat would have been the Golden Gate, which would have been like a market, but not able to make trade cards. So that would just give him a better exchange rate for resources. He's already getting stone, which I assume is for a second town center. These villagers have a hunter's boon on them right now. So because the Roos also have a mechanic where if you kill enough hunt with your scouts or whatever, you also will be gathering a bounty. If that bounty is filling up the meter over here, basically he gets an increase to all food income permanently. It's insane. And hunting cabins would generate gold every 27 seconds. It doesn't say how much. Okay. Anyways, good harass by Nyan here. Gonna kill the scat of Give You Anxiety, but there is a spearman, so he's not going for cav in the end. And the cheap scholars are being made as well. Kremlin almost done. And NyanRacingCat will have enough stone and wood to go almost immediately for a second town center and boom off of this strat. So I really like what he's doing here. This is definitely a high level game with well prepared build orders. Very happy to find this. So the way I actually found this replay, guys, is I literally just went to Give You Anxiety's profile and clicked on the first game I saw, and then I'm like, oh, NyanRacingCat, yeah, that's great. So I expect a nice little match here for sure. Free technologies, man. He's already getting the double Brodax. Wheelbarrow is about to finish. There are now 2 scholars in here. And it's strange to me that he actually prioritized these upgrades. I would have liked to see Sanctity. Because if you prioritize Sanctity, you get a ton of free gold if you can take the Sacred Site. But it looks to me like Give You Anxiety might be going for a faster H3 here. He's only producing a bunch of Spearmen. He's actually getting hardened Spearmen, which is also good. This should be within the influence range, right? Let's see. It doesn't show the influence area, but there it is. Research is increased. By how much? It doesn't say how much, but it says it's 12.5% per scholar. So with 3 scholars, oh god, doing math on the spot, man. That is 37. A wooden fortress. Very interesting. We're a second town center. Back here. Right where the animals are, so he doesn't have to research professional scouts at all. Very nice. Yeah, the villagers just keep having their bonus here. We've got an archer range from Give You Anxiety. And by the way, had he gone with the Tower of Victory, that attack speed bonus on infantry and archers is actually permanent. So I'm a little bit confused as to why he didn't if he's going for these units. Also, attacking Rus is gonna be a little bit difficult maybe, considering that he's got wooden fortresses here. So it's definitely not a civ you want to rush against. It's like, I don't know, it seems like a bad idea. Also, the Rus actually have access to early knights. So I am also surprised by seeing NyanRacingCat not actually going for any cavalry. It's just archers and spears against spears and archers. So well, it's only spears from Gua so far. Oh, got a scholar getting in there, and a lot of horsemen are being produced. Damn. That is quick. That is real quick. Unfortunately, we can't see exactly how much this influences everything until there's another stable. I actually don't know the trading time off the top of my head yet. One day, guys, one day. Okay, these spears are toast. They gotta run. Yup. NyanRacingCat getting out. It's working on it though. Got a bunch of horsemen now. And it seems like constant scholar production is on the table here for Give You Anxiety. He's also getting blacksmith upgrades. What I'm actually surprised by is that he didn't just slap down multiple blacksmiths, because upgrades are so valuable, guys. So if you just slap down freaking 4 blacksmiths, he would be getting all upgrades simultaneously in every single age. So that is actually a strat that I expect to see in the future. We've also got the fortified palisade wall for the Rus. It's just better than palisades, but they don't have stone walls, I think. That's right, there's nothing here. Now he's just patrolling his territory, making sure that nobody invades it. We've got a second town center finally coming up for GiveUAnxiety as well. He's been gathering stone for a good while. He's putting him next to berry bushes, just making sure that his villagers have that berry bonus. And yeah, it looks like NyanRacingCat is actually shooting for that age-3 advance. There is the prelate. Sorry, not prelate, it's the scholar. But not yet able to take that. Sanctity is only now gonna finish. Yeah, could have done that a lot earlier with all this map presence that GiveUAnxiety has been having. What is this? Another barracks for NyanRacingCat. It's got a blacksmith. It's got a wooden fortress. Wait, even the town centers are affected, but it's not in the influence range. Oh no. Oh no, he would have gotten that benefit. So unlucky. Well, here goes Gua taking all 3 sacred sites simultaneously. Very nice. So let's talk about age-3 options. For the Delhi Sultanate, we would have the Compound of the Defender, which makes it so that infantry can build defensive stuff like stone walls and outposts and all that. Not outposts, but rather the towers on the walls. We've got the House of Learning as well, which has a lot of very valuable technologies. One of them that I recall is that houses in town centers would give 5 extra populations, so you would have to make that much less. There's also one that... there was some infantry upgrade in there, I'm pretty sure. Having a hard time remembering all that. As for what Nyan could be doing, he's gonna have access to the Abbey of Trinity, which is basically just a monastery. Half the cost for the warrior monks, which is the solution for the sacred sites here. So many scouts, man. So the Rus counterpart to the scholars is quite a bit better. The warrior monks, they actually can place buffs on units. The other option would be the High Trade House, which generates deer, I believe, every minute actually. Villagers can drop off food there. And it also has the hunting cabin thing where it generates gold from trees. But it's twice as good. 3 times actually. But it looks like these guys are going into the late game here. Or the later game. Doesn't seem to be any interest in a big engagement. I don't think GiveUAnxiety wants to fight this. That is too many archers. Archers do massive damage against spearmen, so you really don't want to pick those kinds of fights. Yeah, look at this. Double damage against spears. Now, he's neutralizing these, but GiveUAnxiety sure as hell enjoyed having those. And we've got the House of Learning in the end, so we can take a look at these techs. GiveUAnxiety is now on age 3. We've got the house thing that I mentioned. We've got the mosques regenerate units around it. That is actually very nice if you have knights and defensive units like that. We've got an increase the line of sight of outposts by 50%. We've got an increased melee damage of men-at-arms and knights by 3. That is so nice. Especially for the later game. We got hearty rations, which increases the villager carrying capacity, just making them that much more efficient at gathering resources. GiveUAnxiety definitely has some upgrades here to research now with a double blacksmith. He already has level 1 of everything, but it's taking him quite a while to kill all the other stuff. Would like more blacksmiths, man. I mean, he certainly can afford it. Oh, no, he's just made a Mangonel. Against this massive units, that is actually a fantastic choice, so should NyanRacingCat come across it, he will have to definitely use at least spread formation. There's a scholar in every single building here. The villagers having to pull away from this. There are no outposts to rely on. Ruse player is still in H2, but finally has enough resources to advance to H3. Oh, the relic! That's never gonna happen though. Ooh, that was actually a bit closer than I expected. And there's the Mangonel to save the day. NyanRacingCat has to run. We got a Tower War Elephant as well. Very, very expensive unit, but also very powerful. You can keep him alive. This is the ranged variant. And, I mean, it still has a melee attack, right? Like, if it gets into melee range. Got Lancers. Tons of houses being made by GiveUAnxiety to make sure that he's not getting capped again. So we got the Abbey of the Trinity, which is just cheaper warrior monks for NyanRacingCat. He's making a lot of stables now. Yeah, he knows he's gonna need that stuff. GiveUAnxiety doing a little bit of a raid here. Getting raided at the same time though, sort of. I'm actually surprised given how many scholars he had that he didn't pick up more relics. Uh-oh, the Mangonel! It's up to no good! Oh, damn, that's a lot of damage. I'm going after the houses for now, but Lancers would be best to go after the villagers directly. There is really not much here to defend. And they can shrug off TC fire like it's nobody's business. But the more villagers are garrisoned within, the better this gets. But either way, he's causing at least idle time. Also has a lot of villager kills in the first place, so not bad at all. It looks like NyanRacingCat has been hard at work researching upgrades as well. He's got quite a few villagers on gold now. Mate fight seems to be over. Man, this color bug is so confusing. Is that actually not? No, that is blue outlines and red units. Okay, man. It only seems to work correctly from Nyan's perspective. So I guess that's what they'll keep for the most part. I do want to check population though every now and then. So you got 122 right now versus 129. Pretty even so far. There's a big push coming. Mangonel, like I said, is up to no good. Kills 4 units right away. And the Tower War Elephant is not messing around either. NyanRacingCat does not seem prepared for this. And he's actually trying to get the Knight upgrade before even having any Knights in the first place. I'm not sure that is enough production to really do anything about this right now. Yeah, these are still early Knights. So they are significantly weaker than the Lancers. Warrior Monk getting picked off as well. And GiveUAnxiety going back to the sacred sites. Looks like the Lancers will be fighting the archers too. But there are some spearmen to protect them, so I think they should be fine. It's this main push that is just worrying. Like, this Abbey of the Trinity is absolutely going down. There are some crossbows that will help against the Knights. But what about this archer spam and the Tower War Elephant? And there's probably more of that coming. There's a Springald. Nice counter attack by Nyan to pick off a few villagers, but I don't think it's nowhere near enough here. Springald is doing work as well. that one tower elephant, dude. Landmark down. Nyan does have quite a few idols, but even if he took them all together, I am not sure it's anywhere close to what GiveUAnxiety has right now. And GiveUAnxiety has quite a few resources behind this. Look at that gold that he stockpiled. He can't afford any more elephants right now, but I'm not sure he needs any. As long as he can just produce mass units, 121 population versus 113. With most of Nyan's actually being just villagers. There's 80 population villagers, so he has like 20 military units, that's it. And that is gonna be it. With GiveUAnxiety getting on the production of NyanRacingCat, he has to tap out. And GiveUAnxiety takes the game.